Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about how to tell if your ex-girlfriend will come back. So there are a few signs basically that can help you kind of determine whether or not your ex-girlfriend is going to come back. So one of them, and this is a huge one, and that is they are still contacting you. She's still contacting you. So this means that she's sending you direct messages. It doesn't mean that she likes your post on social media. It doesn't even mean if she retweets you. It doesn't mean if she comments on your posts on social media. It doesn't mean if she likes your photos. It has to be a direct message. So she's still messaging you directly. And also, to add on to that, the way that she messages you has to be positive, right? Because if it's something like, when can I pick up my stuff? If it's a message like that, then that's not good. If it's anything about finalizing or ending the relationship and cutting all ties with you, that's not a good sign. It has to be something like them just inquiring about your day. Like they might just say, hey, how are you? Hey, how was work? Hey, I was thinking about the thing that you said the other week and, here's my thoughts on it. Or I saw that movie that you liked on TV the other day. It has to be something positive. It has to be a positive message and not something that is trying to finalize it. So that's a huge sign that she still loves you, she still cares about you, she wants you back perhaps. And basically all you've got to do if she does something like that is say, I'd really love to catch up with you, when are you available? And then if she really does genuinely want to see you and want you back, she will let you know when she's available, right? And that's all you need to ask her when she reaches out to you, and it's done in a positive way. So, also as well, she has to initiate. If you're the one that's always initiating, she might be just replying to you out of politeness or just because, she doesn't want there to be any bad blood, right? So it has to be her initiating. Now, she doesn't have to initiate all of the time, but she has to at least initiate some of the conversations at least where she's going, hey, how are you? How's your day been? And if you want her back, then you have to make sure that she's the one that's messaging you and initiating conversations more. So let's say like she messages you directly 80 to 90% of the time, right? That's a huge sign that she likes you. If she is messaging you, initiating the conversation way more than you, then that's an excellent sign. Okay, not just once and you initiate her, you initiate most of the time, like you initiate like 90% of the time, but she initiated once and you're like, oh, she still likes me. It has to be most of the time, like 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, she's the one that initiates first. That's a huge sign that she wants you back and that she'll be back. So another sign that she wants you back is if you kind of, this one is a little less subtle, and it could be the fact that she's telling her friends that she wants you back, and you hear from her friends or your mutual friends that she wants you back, right? So if you hear from any mutual friends or any of her friends and they say, hey, so-and-so would like to get back with you, then that's a sign that she does. Now, it could be the fact that those friends are just trolling you or trolling her, but most of the time, if they do something like that, if they give you subtle hints that she wants you back, that she's sad without you, those kinds of things, because they might not directly say, oh, so-and-so wants you back. It might be something more along the lines of, oh, she's really sad without you, or I can tell she's really missing you, things like that. That's a huge sign that she wants you back. But again, you have to kind of still wait in that kind of situation for her to reach out to you. Because it could be the case of their friends are saying that to you because they're hoping that you're going to say something back. Like, oh, I really miss her too. And basically, they could be just trying to find out if you're over her or not. And then they'll relay the information back to her, especially if she is kind of nosy like that. Because she might be completely over you, but she'll say to her friend, oh, can you ask Craig? I'm just using that as a name at the top of my head. Can you ask Craig if he still misses me? Because she wants the ego boost, right? And that might be why they come up to you and say, hey, do you still miss Susan? Something like that. So it might not always be the case. So if a friend does come up to you and says something like that to you, still don't say anything. Be like, oh, that's nice to know that she still cares about me and misses me. You might say something like that. But don't elaborate. Don't say that you miss her or anything like that, because you don't know really what's going on in the background. It's best to wait for her to message you. And it's never a good idea to get friends involved in your relationship. It usually ends badly. It's best for the relationship to just stay between the people that are involved, which is you and your ex or whoever, right? Not your friends. Okay, not her friends, not your mutual friends, not your best friend. It's all to do with the two people that are involved in that relationship. Leave your friends out of it. Leave them out of it. So, when she'll be back if she's doing stuff like that, right? And all you need to do is just wait it out, right? And when she does message you, especially if you still like her, and you still want the relationship and you want her back, you can't be cold to her. You can't be mean to her. You have to basically be happy if she comes back. Yeah. So if she says, hey, how are you, to you or something like that, she's inquiring about you, just be really happy and positive. Just say to her, oh, it's great to hear from you. When are you available to hang out? I'd love to have a catch up, something like that. You have to be happy and positive. Because I see some people making mistakes, when exes come back, or if they're trying to get someone to like them, they try and be cold to them, and they say things like, or they ignore them because they think, oh, if I ignore them, it's going to drive them crazy and they're just going to want me even more. No, when someone you like, no matter who it is, messages you and does the things that you want them to do, like message you, you have to be happy that they did it. You have to be grateful that they did it. Now, you don't have to say to them that you're grateful that they did it, but you have to, kind of feel that, like, I'm so glad that they're actually doing the thing that I want them to do. They're actually pursuing me. They care about me. That's great. That's amazing. That's so good for me. I'm going to ask them when they're available to hang out. And if they're serious, then they'll agree to meet up with me. It's pretty simple. Don't berate them for doing the things that you want them to do. It's like, for example, right, let's think of an old married couple, right? And the wife is kind of berating the husband, and she's saying, oh, when you're out, you never text me. You never text me. I wish that when you were out, you would just text me. And then the husband thinks, okay, so when next time I'm out, I'm going to text her. I'm going to let her know that I got to the train station safely, or whatever it may be, right? And then he texts her to say, hey, just to let you know, I got to the train station. And then she sends a text that says, oh, finally, you've actually done it for a change. That she is berating him for doing the thing that she asked him to do. So, it's the same with you. If she messages you, if she starts reaching out to you, don't berate her for it. Don't, make her not want to do it anymore. Because if you are like constantly hounding her for how she's never reaching out to you, or when she does reach out to you, you respond negatively, even though she's doing the thing that you want, she's gonna not want to do it anymore. So always be happy about it. So I'm going to give you another tale about this kind of thing, which is the tale of two grandmas, right? Which is the tale of my grandmas, basically. So I had one grandma who, whenever I walked into her house, she would light up. She would be so happy to see me, right? And I also had another grandma who, when I saw her, she would be like, oh, finally. Or she would just say, oh, who are you? Because of how little I would go and see her. And guess what? I ended up seeing that grandmother more than the other grandmother, because she was always happy to see me. This one was miserable no matter what I did, right? So that's the example, right? You have to, when someone is treating you in the way that you want to be treated, you have to be happy about that, right? Okay. So anyway, that's basically all I have to say on how to tell if your ex-girlfriend wants you back. I think those are the major signs. I think if you're looking for even more subtle signs, that can go into the realm of delusion. It can go into the realm of, kind of overlooking things, overanalyzing things. And that is seriously, seriously not good for your mental state if you're overanalyzing little signs like, oh my God, she liked my Facebook post. Does that mean she wants me back? Probably not. It's probably just a like. It might just simply be a like. So don't read into those little tiny signs because they mean little to nothing. It's better with these other two signs, which is, she actually initiates contact and you hear from her mutual friends, it could be her family members as well, that she misses you, that she wants you back, things like that. Those are the better signs, right? But in all those occasions, wait for her to reach out to you to prove, right, that she does want you. So I hope this video has helped you. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.